Now joining me, Mary Kay Von Brendel from the Ozarks Amphitheater, and you look a lot more rested, way more rested than I thought you might with the crazy season you guys have had out there. Seems like every concert's had like 5,000 plus, and you guys have been setting records. How has the season been so far?
You know, it's been phenomenal. We're really excited about the opportunities that this season already has given us for next year. So can't say enough good things about it. Great to be part of the team, and great to be part of the group that is, or the team that's bringing this beautiful venue back to life.
Well, really bringing it. You know, you guys have brought it already back to life. I've seen you guys everywhere on social media. Everyone's talking about the shows they've been to, the experiences they've had. And it's becoming a place where these artists are starting to say, we got to find a way to include a stop at the Ozarks Amphitheater on our tour next year or the year after that. And so is that kind of what you're alluding to, is you're actually kind of becoming a destination for a lot of these big name artists?
Well, you know what I love is artists that before they leave already are asking to come back.
Yeah.
You know, for that's a feather in your cap, that you have shown them such a great time. The audience participation is also huge. We have a great audience that comes to the Ozarks Amphitheater. There's a lot of exchange of energy. The artist has a great time. The fans have a great time. So they're asking, when can we come back, even before they leave?
Yeah, and I mean, if you guys haven't seen the amphitheater, you've been living under a rock. The visuals we've seen from photos with those sunsets and those cotton candy skies and those thousands of people have been incredible. And although it's been a record-setting year, you guys aren't even close to finished. You got some big shows right around the corner.
Yeah, we're not done yet. And just think, several years ago, what we've got left would have been our year.
Right.
Yeah, we've got Jamie Johnson coming up on August 19th. Right behind that, we've got the Black Crowes that Saturday. And then we jump to September, and every Saturday in September, we've got a show.
Okay, so before we go too far ahead, the support act now for Jamie Johnson's a big deal, because this has been a group you've been getting requests for years.
Since we opened the doors. Yeah.
Okay, so who's supporting Jamie Johnson on Friday the 19th?
That's going to be Blackberry Smoke.
Oh, yeah, so that's when you guys put out the Who Do You Want to See at the amphitheater. That's a popular answer. And so you're just pleasing the fans.
Well, and they were supposed to be the support for the Avett Brothers, and then of course COVID happened, so we weren't able to put that tour together as we had originally sold it. So there was a lot of disappointment. So we definitely had it on our radar that we had to work them in somewhere in this year, and so Jamie Johnson has always paired himself with a great opener or support.
And he's just a guy you get lost in listening to.
Oh.
If you haven't seen him the first couple of times, I highly recommend go to ozarksamp.com, because there's tickets still available for Jamie.
Tickets still available. Yes, definitely a fan favorite.
And then the very next night, you guys kind of start that Saturday trend on the 20th. Weekend shootout kind of getting going with the mini shootouts. It's going to be a busy weekend at the Lake of the Ozarks. And that's the Black Crowes, and that's created a lot of buzz.
That definitely has created a lot of buzz. They've been on Tom's radar since the beginning, and with the band and watching them come back together and stuff. And I think we've got them, and they're going to be doing their entire Shake Your Moneymaker. So I think that one's going to be a blast. That's
awesome. So I got to ask real quick, when you said that, that's kind of been on Tom's radar for a while. You work with so many bands, and you guys book so many bands. Are there ones that, maybe you either like more as musicians that you've grown up listening to, or you love now, where when you do book them, it's kind of like there's a special sense or maybe a bigger moral victory there?
Oh, yeah. The first time I got to tour the amphitheater with the owners, I stood at the top and decided who my top 5 would be that I'd like to see on that stage. Well, last year we got ZZ Top. This year, Willie Nelson. That one was huge for me. That was pretty much a career high.
That's awesome. Yeah, you have those. And so for Tom, that was Black Crowes, maybe one of those that he definitely wanted to get here. He's a big Black Crowes fan, I take it?
He yes.
That a good man. Okay, now here's one that we talk about favorites. Going into September's trend of every Saturday having a concert, September 3rd. This is one my dad has seen a couple of times and loves, and will probably be at this show. But that's Foreigner coming in Saturday, September 3rd.
Okay, and what's really exciting about Foreigner is the Versailles High School Choir is going to be opening on stage at the Ozarks Amphitheater for that concert.
Yeah, Versailles Tigers pride, baby. Love to hear my former. That's where I graduated from.
I thought you'd like to hear that.
I do love to hear that. So with the legendary foreigner, you're going to have the Versailles Chorale. That's awesome. All right, so I'll be there September 3rd, and then the following Saturday, there's another big one. Darius Rucker at the Ozarks Amphitheater.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. We're also putting together a huge contest for the Darius Rucker, so keep watching all of our social media for more details on that.
Yeah, and speaking of your guys' social media, you guys have blown up, and I love after every concert seeing the different weird things you guys find at the amphitheater. That has gotten very popular. People love seeing that. All right, so just because we got a few minutes here, the last two shows of the year, Cody Johnson on the 17th, and then one of the biggest ones, Kansas, which is rescheduled, correct, for the 24th?
That's correct. Unfortunately, when we had it scheduled originally, one of the band members and some of the crew had COVID, so they had to cancel that date, and we've rescheduled it. So it's going to be a unique day because Punkin' Chunkin' Palooza is going to be in the morning, and then we clear everything out, and then Kansas will be that afternoon, or evening, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's going to be another great weekend. So are there tickets available for all of these shows, or there's a couple you probably need to hurry and get in like now?
Unfortunately, Cody Johnson sold out.
Cody Johnson already sold out. That's awesome news for you guys.
Awesome, but
unfortunately, you don't get a chance. All right, so as we look ahead with all these great shows still coming, you've got tickets available for almost all those, but we need to push the fan club and talk about the Save Your Seat program real quick.
Okay, the fan club, I highly suggest that you join that. It's on our website, ozarksamp.com. That gets you all of the announcements, and it gets you the pre-sale code in order to buy tickets for upcoming concerts. And one of the things that we're finding is our VIP and the first 5 rows that come with pit passes usually sell out during the pre-sale.
And listen, you don't pay the scalper prices. You get those for the retail value before they go on sale to the general public. And then the Save Your Seat program, tell us about that real quick.
That's going to be October 8th, and that is an in-person only event. And you get to basically test drive your seats, and you buy a seat license, and that reserves the seat for you for the entire season. And then when we announce a show, we give you notification. You've got 48 hours to decide whether you want those seats. If you don't want them, they go on sale to the general public at pre-sale.
Yeah, and essentially those are season tickets where you get that same seat should you want. That's Mary Kay Von Brindle, Director of Operations, Ozarks Amphitheater. Check out everything they're doing on Facebook and at ozarksamp.com.